Most of what's being called Tai Chi walking out there isn't even Tai Chi. So today we'll be infusing these 6 main Tai Chi principles into a gentle walking workout that's low impact, and it's also a meditation in motion. My name is Swanson, and I think I accidentally started this Tai Chi walking trend, but I teach much more than that. So subscribe if you'd like to relieve pain and restore balance with science-backed therapeutic movement like Tai Chi, yoga for arthritis, meditation, and more. Usually set in breathtaking nature as my family travels all 63 national parks in our vintage Airstream trailer. So if that sounds cool to you, then make sure you're subscribed and you have the notification bell turned on. And then come on up to standing. We'll warm up by just normal walking. So walking in your space, maybe that's in a circle or square. Maybe you're pacing like I am, and make sure there's nothing on the floor you can trip on, like a dog toy or something. If you see something, I want you to bend over mindfully. So nice wide stance, hinge at the knees and hips. Pick that item up. I got a stick in my way, so move anything out of the way because we will be using your space, whatever size it is, to walk. And notice as you walk, your natural posture. Are you hunched over? Are you stiffening? Can you find a nice upright posture where you're not looking down now? Chin parallel to the floor, confident. And notice now your weight transference. When we walk normally, we're actually falling forward with each step. That's what makes Tai Chi walking so different. We're going to defy gravity. So right now, just notice how you fall into that foot. Fall into that foot. And are you going heel toes, or are you more shuffling, placing the whole foot down evenly? Can you go heel toes? That's how we want to walk. Let's come into center and practice some of these principles. We'll be going through the 6 Tai Chi principles, starting with your feet hip distance apart, and scratch the top of your head right in the center. And imagine that I just went there and I put a string on the crown of your head and it's pulling up. Pull it up toward the sky. And feel that lengthen your spine, the space between your vertebrae. But at the same time, soften your knees so you're sinking down. We want to get this neutral, natural curve of the spine. So we're not stiffening up. We still have these natural curves, but we're not hunching. We're not overarching or stiffening. We're softening into that length, that space, as the shoulders and hips drop and sink. Feel this sinking energy into your legs. And we want to be mindful of our weight transference. That is the second of the Tai Chi principles that makes this Tai Chi. So rather than just falling forward, we're going to be mindful. We're going to shift right now our weight over, pour it into this foot. And then imagine it pouring over into this foot. And slow-mo, it pours over into this foot, all the way over if you can. See if you can lift the opposite foot. And then we'll pour it back over. So we become very aware of this weight transference. You can lift and back to center. We're going to come over to one side, or you can step back and walk toward me, whatever works with your space. And we're going to add these principles into our walking to make it Tai Chi. So one foot comes forward. We're going to imagine right now, place that heel down. Imagine you just lassoed a string around the big toe and you're pulling it up. So you're going to feel the front of your shin working. You can hold onto a chair or a wall if you need to right now. You're going to feel the front of your shin, your anterior tibialis working. That's the muscles we really need to strengthen to prevent that shuffle, help our balance. So you should start to fatigue right now. I can feel mine burning a little. My calf is stretching. That's good. My standing knee is bent. I'm sinking into it. Okay. Place the toes down now. And then shift into that foot. Mindful weight transference. My back heel's still down. We're going to bring that back foot in. You can tap it if you need to, and then bring it forward. About hip distance apart. So I'll show you from this side. So it's about hip distance apart. We're not walking a straight line. Nice. And wide, stable base. Place the heel down and pull. Lasso that string around and pull it up. And then fatigue out those muscles and place the toes down. Shift into it, and you can tap, or you could hover. Place the heel down, toes down, shift. So you can tap if you need, or you could just hover that foot over like we do normal walking, but we're going slower, so you might need to tap. Heel down, toes down, and shift. So use your space. I'm going to walk on the side this way, but keep doing that action. We're going to place the foot down, heel, toes, and then you shift into it. You can take big steps or small steps. Listen to your joints. Notice your balance. You could have your fingertips on the wall if you want to practice in a way that challenges. Maybe you're taking bigger steps or you need that support. Mindful of that weight transference, pouring the weight in. Now, the next of the principles is under movement control. And we have 2 principles here. So it might feel a little stiff and awkward as we're learning it right now. Can you smooth it out? So when you take a step, can you keep the movement smooth and continuous? And yes, it's slow-mo. We're not moving really fast, but it's smooth and continuous. Find a pace that works for you. And optional, we can add in the arms. Come to center. Let's practice some simple arm movements that we can add to start. So we'll bring our hands in so they're not too close in and they're not too far away. They're right at a comfortable elbow bend. Palms are forward. And then we're just going to push. And the hands come out, slightly up, about shoulder height, not really high. And then you can come back to that comfortable distance. Push and back. Push and back. So we'll add that into the walking. So we'll start with shifting your weight to one foot. Other foot comes forward, heel down. Toes down, and as you shift forward, you push, but not leaning. Stay upright. The arms push forward as you shift, and then you bring it back. As you shift forward, you push and bring them back. The next of the Tai Chi principles is to move as if you're going against a gentle resistance. So it's like you're underwater. I love to do aqua Zumba when I lived in Hawaii, and it works the muscles and the joints in a different way when you're underwater. Imagine that as if you push. So it's a smooth, slow movement. Remember, you can always tap the foot if you need to, or just focus on the feet. Now let's really make this a mindful meditation in motion. So go back to walking. You can add this push motion with each step, or I encourage you to experiment with your arm motions. Right now, there's no right or wrong. You can find what feels good with your arms. The main thing is applying our principles. And we'll be applying 2 more principles. The next one is, in Chinese, it's song, which means something we can't directly translate into English. It means this softness in our joints, space in our joints. So rather than straightening the arms completely and the knees completely, we find this bend. We find this sinking energy. So find that in whatever arm motion you do. You don't lock them straight. You find softness, which is what makes this so good for arthritis, joint health. And the last of the principles in Chinese is Jing, which translates as mental serenity, or finding that relaxation and calm. So whatever arm motion you want to do, you can make something up. Just be mindful of all the principles. So as you move intuitively, you are upright at all times. As you move intuitively, you're aware of your weight transference from foot to foot, not just falling forward like normal walking. And we're moving smooth and continuously, as if we're going against a gentle resistance, like you're underwater. Find that gentle resistance as you move, and that softness in your joints, that space, and that mental serenity, that mind-body connection, that mindfulness infused, that makes this a meditation in motion. And if you'd like to continue to learn Tai Chi walking for free, adding the authentic arm motions, then head to AnnSwansonWellness.com/walk to join my free Tai Chi walking challenge. I'll also pin that in the first comment. This is actually free. You don't have to give your credit card or anything like that. I never sell your information. This is actually free from a real person, a real teacher who cares. And I love to hear from you in the comments. I read every single comment. So head down in the comments, I'll pin that in the first comment, and let me know, how do you feel? What did you notice? What questions do you have? I will get back to you. Thank you so much, and be well.